I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
After the U.S. federal government flexed their authoritarian muscle at Ruby Ridge and Waco, a new surging patriot movement was born, and the federal government began branding them all as extremists. In 1995, a rental truck full of explosives was detonated in front of the Oklahoma City Federal Building, injuring over 600 people and taking 168 lives. The official conclusion was that Timothy McVeigh decided to bomb the federal building as a response to Ruby Ridge and Waco, thereby blaming the horrible act on American patriots. Timothy McVeigh claimed that the Army implanted a chip in his body. Former FBI agent Ted Gunderson claims that McVeigh was visited in prison several times by Dr. Lewis Jolyon West, a leading psychiatrist in the CIA's mind control program, who was connected to assassins Jack Ruby and Sirhan Sirhan, and who conducted mind control research for the same company that McVeigh was working security at before the bombing. A Freedom of Information Act request revealed that the CIA had a spy satellite over Oklahoma at the time of the bombing. Controlled opposition is a strategy in which an organic opposition movement is covertly subverted or recreated by the ruling power to serve as mass deception, social manipulation, and ultimately to discredit and destroy the actual opposition. The suspicious evidence surrounding the bombing only caused the Patriot movement to grow bigger. And the endless hours of suspect evidence surrounding 9/11 caused it to grow even more. Movies and books about secret societies and satanic cults planning to usher in a new world order began spreading. And for years, patriots worldwide speculated on how it would all come about.
It is a big idea. A new world order. A new world order.
On October 28th of 2017, the first Q post appeared claiming that Hillary Clinton would be arrested in 2 days. And over the next few weeks, Q posts began telling the whole sordid story of how Luciferian elites have been planning on overthrowing America for decades. The Q posts assured everyone that a Patriot alliance led by President Trump is fighting them behind the scenes, repeating over and over again to enjoy the show and trust the plan. This is now becoming the mainstream narrative. Prominent New Age guru David Wilcock is telling his audience of millions that the Luciferian pedophile Illuminati cult is being taken down by the Alliance. He claims there will be 3 days of darkness when TV and internet is taken down by a looping government broadcast telling the world the truth of the Illuminati. During this time, he says that thousands will be arrested worldwide. Is this the truth, or is it something else? The reaction to the coronavirus appears to be a very cunning New World Order takeover. Globalist-run nations are suggesting that only extreme authoritarianism will save millions from dying. Economies worldwide are being destroyed. Civil rights are being stripped away. Many of us who have been speculating for years how this will all go down are seeing it very clearly for what it is. And the masses of people brainwashed by mainstream media are now joined by the masses of Q zealots and New Agers who religiously trust the plan without question. Some are even suggesting that the naval hospitals in the New York harbor are actually prisons that the Alliance will fill with deep state criminals. Will they cheer as innocent New York citizens are dragged from their homes and quarantined aboard these ships? Interestingly, Q has claimed that Alex Jones and InfoWars, who have been warning people of the New World Order for 26 years, are controlled opposition. And the Q zealots accept this as fact. Will they cheer for the Alliance if InfoWars is taken down for good? And if they take down Alex Jones, who will be next? Many people suggest that Q must be good because Q has revealed the evil conspiracy. But the enemy is very cunning and clever, and a lie this big could best be sold with the art of paltering. Paltering is the art of selling a lie by using the truth. A 2017 Harvard study stated that paltering is effective because the use of active, truthful statements is likely to both distort a target's beliefs and be very difficult to detect. The best lie is the one that has the most truth in it. The Q movement has become the new mainstream narrative. Is it the Great Awakening? Or is it the New World Order making its final move? Maybe there is a global alliance of patriots taking down the Illuminati worldwide. But who are they? Who are these so-called patriots? Who is to say this hidden army is not controlled opposition, posing as the American Patriot movement? A great final lie to trick us all into a deeper state of tyranny, while they sacrifice pawns and reshuffle the deck for another round of their sick control game. If it were truly a revolution of the people, why are the people encouraged to do nothing but enjoy the show and trust the plan? If we are truly awake and enlightened, then we need to question everything. For Infowars.com, this is Greg Reese.
Infowars, tomorrow's news today.
And I'm here to tell you, I don't need you to thank me and tell me I've done a good job. I've done nothing but my duty. I discovered a bunch of bloodthirsty scum coming after innocent people, and I've been fighting them for 13 years, and I'll never stop while I'm drawing breath.
For 26 years, Alex Jones and Infowars have been sounding the alarm for patriots worldwide, waking people up to the New World Order, Bohemian Grove, the American deep state, the rise of communist China, the plan for global depopulation, and global elite pedophiles who prey off of our young. The enemy has done their best to destroy us, but because of your support, our fight continues. Join us, support the Infowar, and together we will slay the dragon.
Keep fighting, Alex. You're the gladiator.
5G, Q, and the 3 days of darkness. Is it real or is it a psyop?
Right, so we have a tree here. Not a very good looking tree. All the bark's fallen off. All on the left hand side. Look on the left hand side of that tree, or the right hand side. That's alright. Yeah. Right, well look at the right hand side of the tree. Look at the flower, look at the bushes. Look at the green bushes, yeah. Very nice. Look at the left hand side. Dead. Do you know why? Because that's right next to it. Have you seen anything like that in your life? It's got a light right there. Transmitter on the top. Now, how is that? Explain that.
I've been on air 26 years. I started out on Access Television. I got a little radio show. It got syndicated. I started Infowars. And viewers and listeners have a very detailed breakdown of where I came from and where I'm going, and what I promote and what I support. But the Q movement is like 5G. You can't see it. You don't know where it's coming from.
You wasn't still half the whole time. Huh? You wasn't still half, it ain't come out. Yo, this nigga right here, son, this nigga allergic to aspergillus, my nigga. Because if he was immune to it, my nigga, he would already came outside.
Yeah, he sure is. Show the class how Jeff Dryden clones people. This is his gig. He gets off on it. He doesn't care if you know it's him. That's what he wants. Okay? He gets off on that. Motherfuckers, he even admitted on a hangout that it's him. He doesn't care. He wants you to know that he's cloning you and he's harassing people. He doesn't care. That's his whole gig. So pay attention here. You see this stock account right here? Oh, it's a clone of me. Yeah, the same way he's been cloning Monograph, the same way he's been cloning CWA, the same way he's been cloning Forrest Jameson, the same way he's been cloning Manny Smart, etc. And here's the fun part, guys. This guy's working hand in hand with JB Descent.
I've got to warn you, what we're going to talk about tonight will be disturbing to some people. But this is a reality check you won't see anywhere else. And to begin, I need to show you a 2007 unclassified FBI document. That document, according to the FBI, contains commonly used symbols by pedophiles to express their preference as children. I want you to see these images here. These are the images. Notice this one on the end, the triangle. That image signifies something called boy love. You see it right there. That same boy lover symbol. It's nearly identical to the one that the FBI does say is a pedophile code symbol for
Now here's what I'm gonna do, alright? Alright? You ready? Yes, Pantaleon. You ready?
Something about new pictures. If you notice in what I stated in that request,
talking to millennials today about safe.
To join the Marines and go to Iraq to find out how to help. And I really call it our book. It's not so much.
Hey, how's it going? I'm the caliber hitter and I caliber hits. And hey, I'm here to bless you. I'm here to give you some information.
One of Hollywood's young and upcoming actors is dead tonight. 23-year-old film star River Phoenix died early this morning outside a club in West Hollywood. Now, the cause of his death is under investigation. Police won't know why he died until an autopsy is completed. Phoenix became a celebrity after starring in the movie Stand By Me. He also starred in other movies like Sneakers with Robert Redford and was to have co-starred in a new movie called Interview with a Vampire.
The son of late martial arts star Bruce Lee has died. 27-year-old Brandon Lee was killed during a movie set accident today. He was filming a scene for the movie The Crow when he was hit by a projectile fired from a gun loaded with blanks. According to producers, when a blank is fired, normally a piece of soft wiring comes out.
Corey Feldman has no idea what it's like not to be famous. He was just 3 years old in this McDonald's commercial.
McDonald's gift certificates. I literally was famous before I knew my own name.
His roles defined the 80s. Goonies.
This was my dream, my wish.
Stand By Me.
You call my dad a loony again, and I'll kill you.
License to Drive.
The only difference between you and that greaseball is that he has a license and you don't.
Films that propelled him into the spotlight for his entire youth. But being famous so young, he says, caused serious damage to him and his friends. Do you feel like you missed out on a normal childhood?
What childhood? I don't know what that means.
A lost childhood and a loss of innocence. He blames the adults, not just those looking to profit from charming children, but also some with far more sinister motives.
I can tell you that the #1 problem in Hollywood was and is and always will be pedophilia. That's the biggest problem for children in this industry.
The casting couch even applies to children.
Oh yeah. Not in the same way. It's all done under the radar.
Nobody talks about pedophilia.
It's the big secret.
And it's widespread?
Oh yeah. I was surrounded by them when I was 14 years old. Surrounded. Literally.
At one of the press conferences, I heard you make the connection with how America treats their homeless. I thought it was interesting.
Well, I mean, we all know it. I mean, there's nothing to hide. It's very obvious. There are priorities that lie more in an arms race or supporting like a World Bank, which has its subsidiaries and its affiliates spreading, develop the third world or whatever, spreading its havoc across our continent, It's more of like a police state now, more so than ever in the States, They're controlling things that get the culture in trouble. It's like a pressure cooker and never turning the stove off. It cooks and cooks until it explodes.
Hey, how's it going? It's Caliber, exposing how these intel agencies are using these death-faking celebrities to show for them. Because that's what they're doing. They have made up past, okay? They use them for that reason alone. And because they have skill, they have acting skill to keep you in line. And in Jim Morrison's case, he had the vocals, okay? He had the radio swagger, and this is why he became Rush Limbaugh. It sounds crazy, but if you try to expose these characters, you can't. Because whatever intel agency is running these characters, they have made up passes, and like I said, you might as well call them angels because you can't dig up anything negative on them, okay? So, let's get into this. As you can see, the telltale signs of a death faker. First, you gotta look at their teeth, okay? As you can see here, Jim Morrison and him today as Rush Limbaugh, they have the same teeth. So we have that match right there. Second, obviously skull dimension. As you can see in this picture, this was one of the last pictures Jim Morrison took in Paris, in France. And as you can see, he was a little fat when he decided to fake his death. That he's literally Rush Limbaugh's clone, if he's not Rush Limbaugh, okay? So, looking at skull dimensions, another match right there. It's just identical. Let's move along. The moles, okay? So you're gonna tell me this guy has the same teeth, the same eyes, the same eyebrows, same skull dimensions, and now he has a mole. Not a birthmark, I'm talking about a real mole that sticks out of your skin. He has the same mole as he did as Jim Morrison, okay? And then you gotta look into the story of Jim Morrison. His daddy was heavy in the CIA, and again, his death did not make any sense. Jim Morrison's death was another scam, yet again. Now again, let's move into Alex Jones, aka Bill Hicks. Jim Morrison obviously was the influence of Bill Hicks to get on radio and to fake his death. The Alex Jones character, here you can see a screenshot from the Sacred Cow production website where literally Bill Hicks wanted to create a Rush Limbaugh-like character. Are you serious? So you have the confirmed death faker, Bill Hicks. Everybody knows Alex Jones is Bill Hicks by now, because you can't make this shit up. The matches on that guy go over 100. So then you start researching this, and you just keep seeing Rush Limbaugh. So then Rush Limbaugh pops up as a death faker. And in my research, you know, I have exposed Christopher Green as Brandon Lee, River Phoenix as Mark Dice, Adam Kokes as Jonathan Brandix, etc., etc. So how many death fakers are there? It's literally thousands. And what are they doing in the truth movement? Obviously, the truth movement serves as them herding the cattle, and at the same time, they use their acting skills to make money. These people that say, down with the New World Order, I'm telling you, they want a New World Order, because anytime you talk about a New World Order, you accelerate the police state. So, I want you to do your own investigations. I want you to find HD photos of Rush Limbaugh and Jim Morrison. I want you to look into both of their stories. And as for Rush Limbaugh, he only has one picture of his youth, and that was supposedly in college. So you're gonna tell me this celebrity like Rush Limbaugh only has one picture of him when he was young? And if this gets even more viral, they'll put out fake pictures on purpose, like they did with Alex Jones. Okay? So wake up, all you people talking about hoaxes 24/7. You're missing the bigger hoaxes out there, the talking heads. Okay, you want to make a difference? You go after the people spewing the propaganda. You only beat the New World Order by exposing their leaders. Because when you are leaderless, a movement cannot accelerate, and their movement is all about bringing in a one world government, okay? So Rush Limbaugh was the original shock jock conservative radio host, which is a form to discredit the conservatives and to make them look crazy, just like Alex Jones. To make Christians look crazy. And talking about Alex Jones, he purposely poses as a Jew to discredit Jewish people as well. Just go to his channel right now, you will see all this anti-Jew comments on his channel, and there's just a swarm now, and they allow this to happen because he's a Nazi. Check out my new documentary, Alex Jones, Jewish Conspiracy. He is a Muslim Brotherhood agent. Yeah, once an idea is already out there for you, it was done on purpose. Understand how the game works? If an idea is out there already, it was done on purpose. Your job is to create something new. Not something that's already out there, something new. Once you follow your intuition, you expose these characters. This is the Caliber Hitter. Caliber Hit. Check me out next time.